Hi guys, I want to talk about a topic that I saw in the news a few weeks ago regarding young people and saving for retirement. Now, just to be clear, when I say young people, I'm referring specifically to young adults between the ages of 18 and 30. So initially, I had noticed a few Q&A type forums where young people had inquired about whether or not they should be contributing to their retirement accounts so early in their working careers. And then article a few weeks ago that cited research that was very recently published. And this research suggests that young people should wait until their late 30s to early 40s to begin saving for retirement. Now, I'll post a link to this article in the description below so that you can read it for yourselves. But the gist of the research findings propose that young people enjoy their money in their younger years and to begin saving for their retirements during their higher earning years, which is typically around mid-career and later. Now, to be fair, there were some good points mentioned in this article. It's a fact that this particular demographic is pretty much in the early stages of their working careers and working entry level jobs and earning entry level wages. The rationale here is this: wages for these people are going to be relatively low during these early years, and therefore the focus should be on paying daily and monthly expenses and using what is left for enjoying experiences and satisfying other wants and needs. And if these young people are able to save anything, then perhaps they should save toward the purchase of a home, as it is an asset that benefits them in the present and can also serve as an investment vehicle that benefits them in the future. But I believe that even if you're earning a relatively low income, you should still attempt to save something. Well, why is that? First of all, life happens. Every so often, some type of short term emergency arises. Maybe you lose your job, or perhaps you get sick and have to take time away from work, or maybe you have car issues. You get the idea. You really need to strive to build up an emergency fund to ensure you can get by when unexpected circumstances arise. Ideally, you'd want to have enough savings to cover 3 to 6 months worth of expenses. And I know that for a lot of you, it's going to take a lot of time and dedication to achieve that level of savings. So, my recommendation is to set a short term goal of $1,000 in emergency savings and then go from there. And despite what the research proposes, I absolutely believe that young people should be saving for their futures. And I get it. With living expenses, student loans, what have you, it's hard to think about saving for retirement when so much of whatever your income might be is going toward these necessary expenses. But because you are so young, it's also very important to begin your retirement saving as early as possible. First of all, when you begin saving early, you develop a habit of prioritizing saving money and living within your means to do so. The reason to begin saving as early as possible is because, more than likely, you're going to be working for an employer that offers some type of retirement plan, such as a 401k. This is important because almost three-quarters of employers offer a 401k or a similar type of retirement plan to their employees. And most of those employers offer some sort of company match, meaning that your employer will match your contributions up to a certain dollar amount or a certain percentage of your salary. That essentially is free money, and it's in your best interest to take advantage of that as soon as you can. And lastly, you'd want to begin investing early if you can because of time. As a young person, time is absolutely on your side. The more time you have to save and invest, the better your likelihood of growing your money and building wealth. You see, there's this wonderful thing called compound interest, which is simply the interest that you earn on interest. Albert Einstein once famously referred to it as the eighth wonder of the world. You begin with whatever amount of money, right? That investment earns interest, and then that principal investment plus the interest it earned both earn interest, and on and on and on. Here's a great example of this. Last week, I bought $4,500 worth of Series I US savings bonds, while the interest rate was still 9.62%. These bonds will grow over the next 30 years, with the interest compounding twice a year. When the bonds mature in the year 2052, the initial $4,500 investment will be worth more than $75,000. If you look at the graph, you'll see that the initial $4,500 investment will be worth about $4,900 after the first year, earning $443 of interest after year one. So this means in year two, I would begin earning interest on $4,943 instead of $4,500. That'll go on and on for the next 30 years. Saving, folks. You'll thank yourselves later. Please give the video a thumbs up if you like this content and subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching.